Hey guys, it's MandaPanda and welcome to the second How to Train Your Dragon custom pony video featuring none other than Princess Celestia. Our first video featured the Princess of the Night, Princess Luna, being transformed into none other than the Night Fury himself. So how perfect is it that Princess Luna, the Queen of the Sun, is going to be turned into Light Fury? Let's get this pony all prepped and ready for customization. Let's cut off the bulk of her tail and then just use something sharp to press the rest of that tail right into her body, and out will come a little metal washer with the rest of the tail, and we can just go ahead and toss that. Let's cut off the bulk of her mane. I'm just going to use some big scissors for this big job here, and then switch over to some teeny tiny nail scissors to get the hair really short all the way down to the scalp. The shorter the hair, the easier it's going to be to remove all of those hair roots that are stuck inside with tons of glue. I'm just going to scrape on the inside with some tweezers and loosen up all of those hair roots and then pull them out with my tweezers because they do get stuck inside. A Light Fury is going to be a white pony, so I'm going to use some acetone to remove the eyes and any marks on her body, just in case the paint doesn't cover all of those markings up. But these didn't come off very easily, so I'm just going to leave them on and cross my fingers and hope that the paint does cover. Now we don't need a horn for Light Fury, so I very carefully cut it off with an X-Acto knife, and we're left with a huge hole at the top of her head, which we can easily cover with some Sugru, which is air dry rubber that I just personally prefer over air dry clay. So let's just put a piece right over that hole, and then we can smooth out the edges and blend them into the pony's head. Gonna take a longer piece of Sugru now and cover up all those holes that were left when we removed the original mane. Let's take a little bit more Sugru now and give Light Fury the extra pair of ears that she has on the side of her head. Now this is just a general shape of an ear. While the Sugru is still wet and moldable, we can go in with an X-Acto knife and very carefully and gently trim the ear down because it's just a little bit too big, and then we can use our fingers to shape it to whatever shape we want it to be. I'm just going to smooth it out and round off the top. Now this Sugru has completely dried. It took about 3 hours. Now it's time for paint, and check out this awesome metallic white acrylic paint. Look at that shimmer. I think it's perfect for Light Fury. It's going to reflect light just like she does. Unfortunately, that pearl white color is very sheer and we weren't able to take off the eyes with acetone, so I'm gonna paint the entire pony with some white acrylic paint first and then go over the white with that beautiful shade of pearl white. Now this took so many coats, way more than I think I've ever done. I did 3 coats of white and 3 coats of the pearl white to get the perfect finish for Light Fury. Now that the paint has completely dried, we can start on her eyes. I want them to be big and almond shaped, so I'm gonna start off by putting 2 dots, one right at the bottom corner and then one a little bit higher. Those are gonna be our 2 eye corners, and then we just need to connect those dots and fill in the middle area. Now I have a 3rd layer of blue paint that's still wet, and I'm going in with some white paint and I'm mixing up the blue and the white to create this awesome gradient effect for her eye, because it's gonna look so awesome with all of this extra detail. Now let's use just a teeny tiny bit of bright blue in the bottom corner and the top corner, and then we can go in with some black for her pupils. I'm gonna make her eyes nice and big to make her look so cute and friendly. Now I'm gonna switch over to a very fine paintbrush to outline the top of Light Fury's eyes, which is the hardest part for me to do because I have to be so careful and so still. So let's outline the top, and just a little bit in the corner right there and give her some eyelashes. Gonna use my nail dotting tool now to give her a large light reflection in the top corner and a smaller one down here at the bottom. Now we just need to seal all of our work in, and I'm going to be using a glossy top coat for her today. Let's move on to Light Fury's body. Let's give her 3 coats of white and 3 coats of pearl white. Now I want to know, who is your favorite dragon from How to Train Your Dragons? Mine is Meatlug, because he's so like big and chubby, and I know he's like really bumpy, but I just think he's so cute. So let me know your favorite down in the comments below. When I decided to make Light Fury, I knew that I had to use some holographic details for her, because come on, a light reflecting dragon has to have awesome light reflecting details. I didn't have the perfect shade of nail polish, so I mixed 2 together and got a pretty awesome custom shade. So let's paint her chest, and then we can use the little trick with a makeup sponge to dab on some nail polish around the edges to make our line a lot softer so it doesn't look so harsh. Gonna take that holographic blue now and paint in her wings. The look I'm going for is her flying in the sky and reflecting the beautiful blues of the sky, and these wings are just gonna look so awesome when the light hits that hollow polish. Now it's time for Light Fury's tail. I have this beautiful shade of white. This is called Diamond from dollyhair.com. I cut it down to 1/3 the original length. Now we're just gonna twist tie that together right in the center and push that twist tie through the tail hole, and you can see that twist tie right inside. I'm gonna pull the hair out until it's just peeking outside of the body. Snip off the excess twist tie and then add a zip tie. This is going to secure the hair together, and the zip tie is larger than the pony's tail hole, so this hair is not going to fall out. We can just pull that through. Now I wanted to give Light Fury a little bit extra to her tail, so I have a very pale shade of blue, and I want to give her a little stripe right at the top of her tail, and we'll just repeat the process we did with the white. Now my pony's tail is just a little bit too long, so let's snip off the ends and then kind of go in and give the bottom of the hair a little bit of texture by cutting upwards very carefully. That's it for our pony. Let's put it back together and take a look at our completed custom. Here is Light Fury, the dragon pony. Look at how the blue on her body shines when it catches the light. It's so beautiful. Totally reminds me of Light Fury as she's flying through the sky and reflecting the blues and whites of the sky and clouds. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. And that pearly white is the perfect accent to that holographic blue. Now she is the perfect companion to the toothless pony that we've already made. If you haven't seen the custom toothless pony video, I will link it for you down below. Now, which cartoon character would you like to see turned into a pony next? Let me know down in the comments below. That's it for today's custom pony tutorial. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, little pandas. Until next time, bye! You can follow me online to get the latest news and updates. Like my Facebook page, facebook.com/MandaPanda Toy Collector, or follow me on Instagram at MandaPanda Toy Collector. Want to mail me something? Guess what? You can. Mail it to MandaPanda, P.O. Box 2855, Humble, Texas 77347.